being JPEGs. In our case, we think about them being experiences. So what does it mean to have an experience, right? Does it mean that I can go ahead and show you a wallet on my phone when you ask me for it? And you see my NFTs on my Chrome extension? But also when we think about NFTs, right, it's more than just the artistic work, more than the actual visual aspect. It's also about the interaction that NFTs could perhaps afford, right? Once we go from the physical to the virtual, and we bridge everything between what we call the cyber-physical. So the future of NFTs in reality, we think that it's social, it's interactive, and it's fun. The future of NFTs is really yours to create. And so Kiyomi Wallet is a wallet that allows you to display and play with NFTs on Solana. Kiyomi is a non-custodial, immersive, social, quote-unquote wallet. And I'll talk about it, you guys can come reach out to me why we have quote-unquote wallets, because the term of a wallet is really overloaded. And I'm pretty sure when you guys share cryptocurrencies with your mom, with your grandmas, or maybe your kids or your nephews, the concept of the wallet is very complicated. Kiyomi is more of a portal or a gateway to interact with NFTs. And it's designed, engineered, and ready for the metaverse. All right, so we're gonna give you a live demo. The Wi-Fi's a bit flaky, but let's see how it goes. And so, in reality, to give you guys a bit of a backstory of how we started building this wallet, it was a few months back when we started looking into gaming and NFTs. And we realized that whenever we went ahead and sort of showed NFTs to people over Zoom, people over a call, and we went ahead and had these really amazing 3D models, right? And we used a lot of AI to kind of generate also the 3D models that look a bit weird, but look really impressive. To us sitting next to each other, in Blender and being animated, it was amazing. But whenever we showcased it on a Chrome extension wallet, the reaction was very different. And in reality, the reason is that we figured out was because the experience wasn't there. So, at its very core, whenever you have NFTs, we want people to kind of interact within their physical spaces. So this is just a quick example of what we can do in real time. You can go ahead and decorate your entire physical space with NFTs. And so what you're seeing on the screen is actually what's in on my phone, right? And so not only does this allow you to interact with your NFTs, but also kind of appreciate it even further. So now people actually realize that, look at the level of detail on this DJ ape. I think that's quite amazing, right? But when we start thinking about it, what does this mean? Well, yeah, you can go ahead and put NFTs across, entire places. Like, if you want to see how robust it is, I can go ahead and put maybe a little rock. Let's say, let's go ahead and put a little rock over here. And then let's swing back. Where's the DJ? Okay, so it's right there, right? But once again, the future of NFTs is more than just JPEGs. It's about experiences and interactions. So with the context of Metaplex, and us as advisors to Metaplex, we're exploring the concept of the audio-visual NFT. So what does that mean? Right, we have visual NFTs, JPEGs. Now we have audio NFTs, which are sounds, music, stuff like that. So what can we do with those together? Well, we can create experiences. So in this case, for example, this is an NFT from our up-and-coming game. And this NFT, the metadata itself, encodes both audio, visual as you can see, and also spatial parameters. So what I mean by that is that you can then design experiences, let's see if it's in place, that actually get triggered as the wallet or yourself interacts with the NFT. So you kind of have to get close to it. But I can't hear it. Hold on. Okay, so I'll show you in person, overall. So that's what we think about when we think about a gateway or a portal to kind of gaming and immersive experiences. And of course, the next step then becomes so that, you have a game, you have a virtual asset, you might have virtual shoes. What does that mean? That you can wear them, right? What does it mean to kind of have maybe the latest NFT of the Solana glasses that you guys seen around? Or what if you own like real estate as an NFT, virtual space? that you can perhaps overlay them in physical spaces and also in virtual spaces and back and forth. And so this is what really our wallet is about. Our wallet is not about integrating swaps and DeFi, because in reality the average person doesn't really do that. It's more focused on experience and interactions. The last part that I'll tell you guys about, which we're working really hard, is in the concept of the mini app. So when you think about traditional wallets, they integrate this swaps, and DeFi trading. But what if you could download particular experience through mini apps for holding particular NFTs or tokens? So in our case, for example, because you're holding one of the OpenAero tokens or the NFTs, then perhaps you get to mint dance emote NFTs. And for those of you who are not familiar with dance emotes, think about Fortnite selling dance moves. Have you guys heard about that? And how there was a bit of a lawsuit, because essentially they stole TikTok dances, etc. What if you could mint those dance moves and then they could be across different games? So I'll just give you a quick rundown. So I don't know if you want to... Alright, so I think it's a bit of a light, but as you can see, if he's holding the phone, but if you go around, he's right there, we can see them. What we can do within the wallet in this mini app is we can actually go ahead and capture his motion and his trajectories. We mint those trajectories as NFTs, and then they can be usable across any kind of game in particular, as long as the game, of course, is inclusive, right? Because if you guys don't know, most of the games, what they do is actually that, dance emote NFTs don't hold any information. So if we were to mint dance moves as NFTs, games should allow, or should be allowed, or should allow these trajectories to be used, and so on. So this is the concept of the mini app. And the last thing that I'll share with you is that we're also going multi-chain, because essentially I think the experience for NFTs should be interoperable, should be multi-chain and cross-chain. So we built a few different mini apps, for example, for Moonbeam. But whenever you guys get the test flight, and I'll give you guys a link, I think it's hard to tell people what this is like, right? So maybe I'll give you a quick demo of what this is like. If you want to try it out, once you download the app, you can go ahead and pull your NFTs directly. And so it's multi-chain. So right now we just finished the infrastructure for EVM compatible chains. So this is one of our board apes. You can interact. But also if you have a Phantom wallet, I don't know who wants to share Phantom wallet. Okay, share, go. That's it. So if you want to try and play and display with NFTs, you don't need to directly import your wallet. Unless you have a fun experience and you want to, you definitely can. So in our case, I was just able to kind of showcase these NFTs and be able to interact with them in real space. And so not a show, but actually my favorite part about NFTs is when you can actually see the high level of detail. These are Astros, which are Shaq's NFTs on Solana. And I like that I can actually go ahead and take a look at how detailed this NFT is. It's pretty fun. But yeah, so I think that is it. What is coming, and you guys keep an eye out. We have the notion of actually geolocation NFTs, being able to mint NFTs in Times Square, create experiences, and interact and collaborate with everyone. So, that is it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. If you guys are interested or have any ideas, definitely reach out. This is a bit about us. If you want to go check out and learn some more on what we're working on, just feel free to scan this out. And stay in Solana, and welcome to Solana for those of you who are fairly new. Thank you.